What's up, everybody? Welcome to No Scrubs Allowed. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome. If you're listening to this on audio, we have a big episode. We got some stuff to tell everyone. And the first thing, if you didn't catch it, we are now on YouTube. So if you are listening on audio and you want to check us out, what is it, Seal? Just No Scrubs Allowed? YouTube.com.
On Spotify or YouTube? Yeah, YouTube.com. I have no idea actually what the link is.
Cool. Probably No Scrubs Allowed, I would assume.
It should be. I'm going to add podcast to it whenever we're done with this.
Gotcha.
So.
But anyways, you'll get to see us. You'll get to see our great studios that we have, a.k.a. our living rooms or dens or wherever Seal is. You'll get to see us just kind of shoot the breeze. Like I said, this is how we want this podcast to be, just like we're talking on Skype or Google Hangout or wherever we're on. And that's what we're going to do. So you'll get to see us drink our fancy beers, eat our little pizzas or whatever Seal's eating over there.
Yeah, a little behind the scene glimpse. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
pretty
cool. You'll get a visit from my cat probably at some point, so it's a good time. You'll get to actually see his cook. Dang. You'll get to see his great collection of hats probably. I got my Phoenix hat on because we are going to be talking about some NBA. What do you got, Seal? What hat do you got right now?
Today I have one of my favorite ones. It's the 96 Chicago Bulls Finals hat. It's got the all the goodies of the series stitched in there.
Nice.
I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, you can kind of see it.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite hats, for sure. I try to keep it pretty clean, but, I don't wash my hats, so.
Right. I hand wash some of them if they get bad, but.
Yeah, every once in a while, but I just try to stay away from using them that much.
Right. Yeah, but Seal has a nice collection of hats, so I'm sure he'll show off a good amount of them.
For sure.
And then before we get to any more topics, again, there was one more thing. Seal said it a little bit earlier. We're also on Spotify now officially, and that is No Scrubs Allowed as well. I definitely found that a lot easier. I haven't looked for the YouTube. We just set it up today, but we have that now. It's easy to find. It backlogged all the episodes. It's really cool. That's probably how I'm going to listen to it because I have the Spotify Premium. So
same.
That's pretty cool. But that's pretty much the housekeeping for now. We have some more housekeeping coming in the future that we want to let you guys know, but we had to get an episode out because we wanted to let you know that we are now on YouTube. We are now on Spotify. We're working on some other stuff as well. But there was also some NBA news. So we want to talk a little bit of NBA and get that going. So should we talk with the big news first or save the big news to the end? So what do you want to do? It's got to be big news first, right? Let's just give the people what they want.
Let's get that out of the way.
All right. Well,
yeah.
The NBA Hall of Fame vote came out, and as expected, as completely nobody in their right mind thought otherwise, Kevin Garnett, Kobe Bryant, and Tim Duncan all got voted in. And, of course, it's very happy. It's probably one of the better Hall of Fame classes that there has been. But then, of course, there's that somber attitude. Knowing that Kobe passed earlier this year. And we got to hear from Vanessa Bryant and his other daughter, which was really cool. But KG, Kobe, and Duncan are a huge, huge group of people to go in one time. And then, of course, we want to shout out Tamika Catchings, WNBA player, Kim Mulkey, who was the Baylor's women coach, Barbara Stevens, who was a D2 women coach, which I don't want to be rude to anybody, but I obviously don't know who that is. But, I mean, D2 is basketball matters. Too, and Hall of Fame is all basketball, international, college, apparently lower-level colleges. So, hey, congrats, Barbara Stevens. You're better than I am, I guess, at whatever you do. Eddie Sutton, again, was like a lower division college coach, I think. And then Rudy Tomjanovich, which, of course, we all know who is. I actually met Rudy Tomjanovich one time, which was super cool. I was at
that's awesome.
Yeah, I was at a Clippers game. So I was just at a Clippers game, and I went to go find like a beer or something, and I was on the nosebleeds up at the top, and so there was no beer vendors. I had to go down to the second level to try to find the beer, and I accidentally, I don't know why there's no guards or anything, I accidentally walked into this dude's suite. He was in a suite with a bunch of other people. And so I walk in, and another person comes up to me, And I was like, is that Rudy Tomjanovich? And they were like, yeah, like he's here with the suite. And I was like, does he have any beer? And they said no, and they sent me back on my way. But
You
so
asked if he got any beer in here?
I didn't meet him. I met one of his friends, I guess, and they told me that they didn't have any beer in their suite. Well, beer for me. I'm sure they had beer somewhere. But anyways, those 8 guys got into, or 8 people. Sorry, don't want to be rude. Those 8 people got into the NBA Hall of Fame, and it's really exciting. But of course, headed up, like I said, KG, Kobe, Duncan. What do you have to say about that, Seal? As a little shout out.
It's just, I just can't. It's still hard to grasp the reality of Kobe not going to be there. It stinks, dude. But I can't wait to see how the NBA continues to honor his legacy and how they'll bring that into the Hall of Fame.
Well, I really hope that we
really
get
cool
to have a crowd at the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, but I don't know. It's not looking too great right now. But just how they're going to be able to honor him, because all Kobe ever did was honor the game, play the game the right way, do the things the right way, not trying to go out and get everybody on his team, not trying to go out and figure out how to get a travel that's not going to get called to your advantage to be able to step way over. Just playing the game.
Well, he did kick his leg out when he shot, but
and he'd find the black holes, if you will, in the ref's eye sight, line of sight, whatever, and do his little tips. But that's part of the game. He treated the game with a lot of passion, so hopefully they give him that same passion when it comes to him being inducted into the Hall of Fame. That's what I'm most interested in. I'm over Duncan. Let's get him coaching. Let's get him some trophies.
You like his
coaching.
little dreadlock things? That he has
dude,
going
I'm
on?
loving it. I'm loving it. So he's got the Benjamin Button effect. Like, he's smiling on the sidelines. I mean, he's getting after these. He was getting after these guys a little bit near the end before the whole stay-at-home stuff started.
Right.
But he's smiling. He's growing his hair out. He's getting younger. He's acting like a younger man.
I feel like
that's really.
He was too respectful when he played, and that's not a bad thing. But yeah, now you're seeing him kind of let loose and say, "Pop, you really want to go at me? You can't trade me now. I'm on your sideline." So yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
But yeah, I'm over him. KG, he's gonna be fiery, even if it's a virtual induction. That's gonna be awesome to see. Everybody definitely, even a D2 coach, deserves to be in this Hall of Fame class, but it's really cool that it's going to be highlighted by 3 such dominant players. It's like sometimes you just have those numbers guys who just fit in good for that team. Draymond, when he gets in. These guys that are heading up this Hall of Fame class were absolutely dominant in what they did. And it's going to be fun to watch. I just can't get over the somberness of it.
Yeah, so to pay my respects, I guess, if you will, I decided to watch a game from all of them over the last day and a half or whatever. So it's funny because for Kobe, I picked the Game 7 where he ended up beating the Celtics, even though he did not really play well. Ray Allen shut him down pretty hard. But what was that, 2010, I think. So he went on, won Game 7, so I got to watch him get his 5th ring. Then I watched KG and Duncan. I watched them both in a loss, which was kind of funny. I watched KG's last game, the Game 7 against the Heat, when the Heat ended up winning and going on to the finals to, I think, beat the Thunder that year. So
forever made Ray Allen enemy number 1.
So I watched that game because I wanted to see KG go out. It was a cool game. And then for Duncan, I watched the 2013 Game 7. Which was, of course, the Ray Allen shot with no time left. But Duncan played really well in that game. I wanted to let him do his thing. So I watched a game of all of them, and it's really cool just to look back now. And it's 5 years since they retired. That's when they can get in. So we haven't seen these guys in 5 years. So it was really cool to see. And of course, Duncan, like you said, is on the sideline. KG is doing dumb Fox shows and stuff. I don't know what it.
Area 51 or whatever that dumb thing is.
Something like that. I watched it
I've never watched it. I've never seen it, but I always see the cuts when inside the NBA.
Yeah.
And them guys, they check in on them Those 2 seconds are literally all I ever see of KG anymore.
Yeah, but it was super cool. So hopefully the coronavirus does its thing and gets out of here so that in June, July, whenever we're supposed to have this thing, depending, I mean, who knows if they'll delay it because if they bring back the NBA, then that would actually not finish till later or whatever. So whatever they decide to do, I hope that we can have a ceremony there.
They have to delay the Hall. That's not anything that has to.
Right.
I'm not sure. Probably with bookings and all that stuff and in the cities, whatever, hotels, blase. There's definitely logistics on all that stuff. But you can't not postpone it and give these people who are being inducted what they deserve.
Right. Yeah. So I mean that'll happen at some point. So
if it was like LeBron and Steph, like, you know, we can just do a virtual thing, but we got to honor these guys. These are some of the greats.
Yeah, we'll see. Something's going to happen. They'll definitely do something, but we're just got to wait. Who knows when it's going to be. But also in the NBA, so we talk about the coronavirus. Everybody by now is locked into their house, I hope. If you're one of those people that are still out doing your thing, talking about it can't affect you, then
stop being a scrub.
Yeah, stop being a scrub. But political leanings aside, nobody really cares. But nobody that listens to this podcast cares what we think, is what I mean. Right. But the NBA has to do something. They're losing money. They're losing product left and right. And I don't know if the NBA got any money from this 2K thing. I'm sure they got something. But what they have decided to do is that they're going to do a horse competition. So I don't know how it's going to work. Clearly, they have to bring people together in some way. So maybe they'll test them first or do whatever. But
it would be all dunk horse.
But they're going to do a horse competition. They haven't explained or let out anything more than that. Just saying we're going to do horse. But
who do you want to see in it?
Well, Steph, of course, is going to be in it because he shoots tunnel shots. He does all kinds of crazy stuff. LeBron has to be in it, even though I don't think he's going to be very good at horse. He's not a good shooter, but he's the face of the NBA. So
he's gotten good at them full court chucks.
Kyrie's going to be – I want Kyrie to be in it. He can dribble. He can do a lot of fun things. I think he'd have some good shots. Yeah. Who do you want in it then?
I want Luka. Just so I want to see what Luka can do. Dude, he's a wizard on the court. Just everything he does is just so wizardry. I want to see what he can pull out of his pocket.
How lax do you think the rules will be on this thing for people like dribbling around and doing stupid stuff?
I see. Yeah. That's
continuation and all that.
Yeah, that's one of those things. Like after you get one continuation, and it better not be every single round.
Right. Like, because and who's your favorite? I mean, it's Steph, right? Steph's the favorite to win this thing if they're just going to do horse.
Yeah, if it comes
like old school rules of horse, just shooting.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be Steph. You can't go. But if they're able to like 50 feet back, touch it off the game clock into, you know,
like
stuff
dunk contest type.
Yeah, like start getting tricky with it.
Yeah.
Who knows? But it's something to watch, man.
But Steph might not be able to hit like a left-handed hook shot or something. So if like Giannis or somebody can pull like a left-handed hook shot, then it's.
See, that's why I like Luka. I feel like Luka can do all that.
Maybe. Hopefully Booker will be in it, but all Booker can do is shoot. So if they did they could just do like a layup and he'd be like, it's going to be tough.
I'm out.
No, I love you, Book.
H.
But you didn't want to pick the Suns for your NBA 2K tournament, so whatever. But we have a little bit more time. We're short here. Do you want to talk about some more NBA stuff? Let's keep it NBA, and we can talk about a few more things. We're about 15 minutes, so we can.
Yeah, pretty much the biggest question. Like they're getting. It seemed like a couple days ago, whenever we heard about them maybe doing the remainder of the season, or just going straight to the postseason and doing all that in Las Vegas, kind of got me a little worried. But I was just like, that's like plan F. If worst case of the worst case of the worst case. Well, apparently not. Maybe that was plan B because now reports are coming out that it could be wrapped up now.
Right.
Do you think that's the case? And what is that like? What do you think that means? As like, there's so much. There was 23 between 20 and 25 games left per team.
Yeah.
Still a big chunk. A lot of discussions. Tight races. If we just want to talk about awards, Zion was coming back on Ja.
No, that wasn't going to happen.
If they would have made the playoffs, there was a big argument. But that case can't even be made. Like, there was a lot. LeBron, Giannis, MVP. LeBron was making his case, starting to as well, starting to build on like Zion was with the Rookie of the Year.
Right.
So much stuff. But what do you think?
I think you have to do awards. Because like I said earlier, they're losing so much money. They're going to do everything they can to get any sort of money. As far as the regular season is concerned, I hope that it's done, honestly. And I know it's going to cause an asterisk. I know whatever, but I want the playoffs to be here, but I don't want them to risk anything with the regular season. Like, it sucks for the Pelicans or the Trailblazers, I think, were the other ones in the hunt, but that's about the only team it hurts. The East was getting pretty set. The top 7 in the West was set. Like, the regular season wasn't going to hurt other than like you said, the awards. But so I don't really want them to do anything too crazy there. I don't want them to play it out in Las Vegas or whatever. But the awards, you have to still give them out. And I think asterisk, no asterisk, nobody really cares about that. Nobody's going to remember that. They want to remember the season that was. So I think they're going to do it. And I think, to your point, I think Giannis would be the MVP. I think Ja would be the Rookie of the Year. And it stinks for the people that were trying to come back. LeBron especially.
He
was on a roll. Dude. And if the Lakers, they were going to finish with the top seed in the West, but
probably by 7-8 games.
Yeah, but they had a chance to catch the Bucks because Giannis was hurt. Now Giannis is healthy. If they had ended up bringing back the regular season, he could then cause the Bucks to go undefeated the rest of the time. And even chase 70 wins still would have been up in the air if they could have rested, revigorated, and went off this 20-game streak, which has happened before. So a lot of weird stories there, but you got to do the awards. You can wipe the season. I say start the playoffs right away. LeBron says that he needs at least a week, or the team needs at least a week. So he wants a week of practice before you even play the first game. Yeah. Then he wants a week of games that don't count for the playoffs, whether they're exhibition or whatever. He wants a week of hard played games, and then he wants the playoffs to start.
No.
So you disagree with that, huh?
Yeah. Dude, get out of here. No. You get a week of practice with your team. You do scrimmages. If you have a whole bunch of pansies on your team and you can't simulate a real game with them people, call Jimmy Butler. He'll get the third strings out there and wipe you. Get out of here. I guarantee you Miami's not thinking that. Jimmy's probably laughing you guys got 2 rings with this soft guy over here? Huh? What was it? Did his heart go with his hairline? What's going on here?
He wants a week, man.
That's asinine. You get a week of practice. You don't – because – like you're saying, we getting healthy guys back. We got a lot of people, and the season goes on. You get nicked, you get nacked. Could you imagine the playoffs that we could have? Just playoff basketball with well-rested dudes? It would be absolutely amazing. These hard-fought playoff matches get up to 106, 107 just because of how much wear and tear on their bodies. Can you imagine a 130, 135 playoff game, Travis?
Well, yeah, especially – today's game. I can imagine that easily.
Just a consistent basis. I cannot fathom a healthy Giannis, a healthy Kawhi. Well, Kawhi's always healthy because of his resting and all that.
He's always healthy and never healthy at the same time.
Exactly. He's a smart man, very, very smart man. But it would be absolutely amazing, and to risk that by having what do you do? Three exhibition games in a week to just warm
Probably.
Up. No, yeah. I'm not risking it.
And they wouldn't play it. They'd play it like preseason. They wouldn't even play it hard. They wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly. No, and you're still you have the 15 people that are on your roster. You're dressing the 12 people that you're dressing. You're not working on your roster or anything like that. You're just trying to get back in shape. So you choose to do what you want with your camp. If you decide to have a couple practices and get back in the swing of things and don't want to really work and bust and get elbows in the ribs like you're going to be next week when the postseason starts, that's on you. But no, the NBA shouldn't have to give them guys some warm-up games. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I'm working once a week right now. When we start back up, I can't be like, hey guys, can we like simulate having
Can I work at a training store
Can we have the whole dining area filled up, but not real guests? Because man, we've been gone for almost a month now. Absolutely not, dude. It's your job.
Well,
Like,
can I get as many
him.
sick days as Kawhi has? That's what I want to know. What if I
That's awesome.
If I ask that to my boss whenever I'm doing reviews next year, like, hey, so Kawhi is one of the best players because he gets to rest a lot. So, you think I would go over? Maybe. No.
It doesn't hurt to try.
Yeah, it does. Shoot. It does hurt to try. Don't try it. Anybody in the corporate world, it does hurt to try.
Man, might not get a bonus.
Exactly. That's not a good thing.
They're gonna fire you over it?
No, I don't think they're allowed to fire you over something like that. They're not even allowed to take your bonus over something like that. But they'll remember it. They'll log it in their memory banks for a little while. They'll be looking at you a little tougher.
They're gonna be like, accounting gets a 50-cent deduction next year on their bonus.
Right? Yeah, exactly. So that's no scrubs allowed, guys. That's YouTube. We're here. We're trying to improve.
Wait.
What? You got more stuff to say?
I want to know what you think. So, do they have to do the playoffs?
Yeah.
Like, does there have to be a champion this year? Like,
Yeah.
we have to have somebody raise the trophy.
Yep.
So,
what are they just going to do? Give it to Giannis? Give it to the Bucks?
No. It's just
vacate the title. You want to completely vacate the title?
I don't want anything. No. If they do that, I will be extremely mad and upset. But what if this drags into the playoffs? Let's say the playoffs, even if we're doing a best of 5, you can't do best of 3, right? You can't.
For the first round, you could, but
you think?
That's it.
So
I don't think you could either. But if for the first round they say, "Listen, guys, we don't have the time. We're going to do best of 5, but the higher seed gets 4 home games." Like that could be better. Like if it goes
3-2 and swing it.
Well, because then the advantage goes to the lower seed. That's what I'm saying. Like they should try to keep the advantage because that's what losing the 2 games does. It gives the advantage to the lower seed. They only have to win 1 less game. So then you make it 4 home games. Like if you lose 3 times, having 4 home games, you deserve to go home. So I think that could swing the advantage back. But
sure. But
and they could scrap the first round. They could let in just 4 teams. That would be pretty crazy, but they could do it.
Top 4 on each side.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree. It has to happen. I don't see how it's going to happen if they don't permanently like switch around the season, which it's insane to think about. Like not having NBA start till November, December, January.
It's causing a lot of discussion, and I think that's for the better. It's going to be weird to go through, but if they can pick the right stuff when all this is over, that'll be for the better. I was listening to a podcast, and just imagine, Seal. Let's imagine best case scenario. All the teams want to keep doing their stuff.
Okay.
We come back in the end of June, July, whatever. You'll have NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, baseball opening day somehow, and football would be starting like right there, right away, all at once. That'd be the greatest 2 months of our life.
Oh, for sure. It'd be absolutely amazing to watch. But I just don't see how all these money hungry people, I mean, I guess any money right now is good money for the billionaires. So if they have to share time slots or networking, switching around, whatever, it'll definitely
the
happen.
networks are happy. They're like, yeah, let's do it. You just have to play hockey early and NBA late. They'd love a doubleheader that's a hockey NBA doubleheader.
Wouldn't that be crazy on ESPN if just like let's like Saturday, you have a 1 o'clock nationally televised Yankees versus Dodgers. Then at 3 you have the Lakers versus the Bucks, and then to cap it off at 7 o'clock we're kicking off a Monday Night Football.
Dude, that would be
Saturday,
epic, bro.
Or Saturday Night Football for the NFL.
That would be epic.
Dude, that would be pretty.
We could dream.
Yes. That'd be cool, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
See,
That'd
I'm trying to get
awesome.
you a smile on your face. Silver linings over here, baby.
Yes. That's really cool. Let me check this guy and see if he.
What are you checking? What are we doing here?
How far ahead is it over there?
It's behind by 3 hours.
No, not you.
Oh. What are you talking about?
Aussies. Over in
Aussies.
Australia.
They're 18 hours from LA. So
21 hours?
15 hours.
Which way? 18 which way?
They're ahead of us. They're ahead of us 18 hours, I believe. So they're ahead of you 15 hours.
15 hours. Okay.
I think. Shout out to our Aussie listeners. If we got your time wrong, I'm sorry.
Whoop, whoop. Sorry, guys.
But anyways, do you have anything else to shout out, since I already tried to end the podcast and you didn't allow it? So
no, thank you guys for listening. Appreciate you. You are the best.
I hope you guys like our faces. I got my quarantine beard going on. I haven't shaved in like a month.
Dude, same.
It's pretty awesome.
For real.
All right, guys.
You were trying to get me eating the whole time.
I wasn't trying to get you eating. I'm just talking.
Trying to get me talking.
I don't even watch you. I'm watching our notes, trying to look at the camera. I'm doing a bad job, I think. I keep catching myself looking at myself, actually. I like myself more than I like you, Seal. So I'm watching my side.
You're actually looking at your thing?
I'll trying look over to look at the camera, but then I have my notes up there, so I'm actually trying to look at the notes. But I'm trying not to wander around and like look all over the place.
Well, the next time, put your notes on your computer.
I did on that screen.
Yeah.
I want to see your face every now and then. I just wanted to make sure the video is going good. But anyways, we got to actually give our tagline out of here before people
pound it, bro. Good job.
Going on.
Good job, bro. Pound it.
Go to the side. On my screen, which is the one recording. There. And as always, be a stud, not a scrub. How do I stop recording?